that's just how he is. Always talking rot.
And hello everyone, welcome back, BogMod here. And so last time, we were in space, and we fought a space dragon, who had a space dragon laser. Which, you know, it had some ups and downs. We didn't find magical father dudes who are going to help us, but we did find a clue, which we will pursue. The clue. Oh, the weather's like where I live right now. But yeah, we got this lovely. Ooh. Lots to do still. Ooh, right. I gotta get my dream flower elixir. You know, let's get my elixir first. I think that's the most important part, is to get my drugs.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Is it important?
It is! Remember our interdimensional drugs?
Ah, of course. Yes, this is what I came up with.
Ooh.
It might feel a bit strange at first, but in time you should feel an increase in your focus. As I said, it was the right call. I'm glad you listened.
Yeah, remember we kept him from staying in an alternate dimension where his family was alive, and then his brain exploding. So, you know, I count that as a plus. Alright, now let's check out this item. This thingamajiggy. Here we are. Strange. You feel a tingling sensation in your fingertips as you touch the bottle, which is followed by a strange feeling in your chest. I guess I should probably drink this, right? Right? Probably. Probably. But I'll save it for now until I know exactly what it'll do. Let's throw my stuff in here that I don't need anymore. Throw those in there. Those in there. I don't need the recipe anymore, I don't think. So, oh, okay, can't remove that apparently. I got some scrap metal. Those are ingots, so I'll throw that in there. Cool. The rest is clutter, which I can sell. Still waiting for book to find my hands, get my hands on book 7. That I can toss in there. Don't need those. Don't need that anymore. Ah, my lube. Have I eaten my lube oil yet? Apparently I have. Keep my cakes, keep my books. Actually, no, I'm going to throw those books in there. I don't see myself using them anytime particularly soon. So we'll just store them for now. Keep my scrolls. Keep those. Toss that in there. Alright, there we should be good. How are we doing? 5 learning points. So I do want to get more entropy. If I want more entropy, I have to go into the... I have to go seek out the Shrouded Mage in the marketplace in the Undercity? Oh, shrouded wizard. No, it's... Oops, nope. There we go.
Move along.
Shh.
Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
I bet I did. Now, where is that guy hiding? No. Nope. Are you, no, you're a fence. Oh, and I can sell you. I can sell a fence. My clutter, right? Yeah. Fences love clutter. I got a tunic and some fancy shoes and some rings I don't plan to use. And some swords.
Safe travels.
Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
So he's not up there. Dang it. I'm just gonna look it up. Apparently, go to the barracks. Go right up the stairs. Ah, the barracks. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? When I think mysterious wizard selling books, I should, of course, thought about, why not the barracks?
A sunchild, huh?
What?
Word of advice. Don't go sauntering about dark
Fair
alleys.
enough. Maybe there's a trick.
So I need, what do I need? I need 5 of your finest entropy books. Which I will now eat. Mmm. You can taste the entropy. Now then. Let's go meet, I guess, Kalia. At the Fat Leorin. After our nerve-wracking mission in the Star City, Kalia breathed the wish to spend some more time with me in twos. Sounds like a date to me.
He'll come around. He has to.
That looks like a Kalia to me. Let's drop a quick save then. Well, not a quick save, but just a save.
Satyura, you came.
Hi. I'm gonna say nice dress.
Thanks. I thought it was fitting for the occasion.
I wore my fancy armor.
From here it all seems so peaceful. As if there'd be no enemy army just in front of our gates. As if all this, the cycle, the high ones, the Naramis, were just imagination.
Also, of course, if for whatever reason you can't hear me in chat, let me know. But I think you can. My OBS says you should be able to. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad it's this way. I can use a break.
So am I. I wanted... Do you want to hear something funny?
Ooh, is this you going to tell me a joke? 2 Templars walk into a bar.
The two of us, even though we haven't known each other for that long. We've been through a lot. We underwent the Sigil's trial, we fought our way through ancient ruins, and we found the forgotten home of the Star People. I'd say we make for quite an unusual couple.
We're a couple?
But still, what I'd like to ask of you tonight, I'm ashamed to. It seems so out of place, so mundane.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Just follow me. I'll tell you when we get there.
Alright. Do. There she is. Do. Alright. Sorry, Fluffy. Okay. I mean, I am on a date, but I mean, that doesn't mean I can't collect magical ingredients, does it? I don't think so. Then again, I am single, so perhaps I should be, maybe that's the problem. Too often, you know, out on a date. And I get distracted picking flowers. I'm like, and they ask, are these for you? I'm like, no, I want to make a healing potion.
Monsieur?
Oops, wrong button. I want to see the dress a little bit. Oh, curse you.
We always go too easy on the scum.
It's a dress. Not super fancy. It's nice.
Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Where are we going?
They just sit on their asses and they settle themselves.
Are we buying bread? That's pretty mundane.
Monsieur?
Are we getting wasted at the tavern?
Yes?
I think we're gonna waste it at the tavern. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Huh? Can I help you?
No. The Dancing Nomad Inn. I'm gonna drop another save, because if there is dating to be done, I want to make sure I get the best date.
The Nighthawks. They're a small minstrel group from Duneville, and they came here to play despite the situation. I guess I always have. I've just never permitted myself to enjoy it before. It seemed so useless.
Music is great.
There's a point where you've done everything you can. And be honest, Sierra, we don't know what the next few days or even hours will bring us. We could die. And if that should happen, I want to be able to say, yes, Kalia, you gave your life for something meaningful. You pursued your ideals until the very end. But despite all that, you didn't forget to just let go from time to time. You didn't forget to live. Or to love.
Aww.
You may. And it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So, Saira, let's dance together. For tonight, let's just forget about everything else. The high ones, the cleansing, all the things we've had to see.
I learned all my dance moves from this person named Shepard. It's gonna go great.
Screw it.
Oh, there we go. No, you know what? I take it back. I think I'm better than Shepard ever was. with my giant death sword and my weird claw armor. I was maybe perhaps not dressed appropriate for it. That's okay.
Well, that's just how he is. Always talking. The best wine in all of Enderal.
The beast overcome. I don't know. Well, I guess that's our moment. Remember sleepily, nudge Kalia? Sure. Uh-oh. She's a sleepwalker! Aw, that was nice. Nice. I liked that one. Now, I'm just gonna go put on my there we go. That's not a this would be a creepy sight to wake up to. Oops, nope. There we are. No? No response? Alright. We'll let that slide then. It's past Halloween, anyways. We don't need to make this a horror game. Apparently these tavern rooms come stocked with health potions. I'm a little concerned. Alright, well, let's go find, you know, I've just shagged. Let's go meet, Jasper? We found search for the Star City, trace to the Numinos. Conscious of a high one. Endless cleansing, use the word of the dead on the summoned high one. Okay, so it is a horror game. No! It's an adventure game of adventure! I mean, it's just an apocalypse. It can't be that bad. Alright, oh. I'm sure I've read that one before. But I'll read it anyways. Where am I? This isn't the Dancing Nomad. Oh, alright. So we danced at the Dancing Nomad, and then we came back to her place to... Well. It's still nighttime. I'm concerned about that says about our protagonist's bedroom stamina.
Well, there comes a point, and you just have to live with it.
That's just how it is.
Ah, good old 3 a.m. funerals.
The circle closes, as it does for these 3 virtuous souls we are mourning today. But fear not, for they gave their life for a just cause.
I just
for the
don't see
greater
the fucking
good,
point.
and will thus be walking on the endless paths forever, together with our Lord Claudius. Magistra Jailer, Keeper of the Third Sigil and Master of the Archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, Keeper of the First Sigil. And Legion Lightman Novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Oh, just shut up, won't you? As if you believe any of this yourself.
Keeper, you...
Malefus is dead. Our Lord is dead. And if even he could not last through the ages, how is he supposed to lead us along the eternal paths? A dead god?
Take her away.
Yes, just go on. Close your eyes and pretend that none of this is happening. It's what you've always been good at. The cleansing is our punishment, don't you see? The punishment because we failed the Lightborn. That we let someone kill them. And the High Ones will take us all. Do you hear me? They will take us all.
Somebody needs a nap.
But...
Keep going.
Magistra Jailer, Keeper of the Third Sigil and Master of the Archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, Keeper of the First Sigil. And Legion Lightman Novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
I mean, who better to accompany you in the afterlife than your own dead god? I think that, if anything, makes more theological sense. Right? Surely. Now where the heck is my... Way out of here. So back to the Sun Temple. So let's go chat with... Who's ever in the Sanctum today? Nope. Hey, Malfi boy.
Walk blessed.
You too. There's Jesper.
Now, isn't this a surprise? The world's nearing its end, yet the prophet takes the time to pay me a visit. What do you need?
Yeah. I want to check up on you, buddy. How you doing?
It does what most injuries do. Hurts. But I'm a lot better, thanks for asking. Truth be told, just lying around here doing nothing's what's bothering me the most at the moment. Oh my, you make it sound so dramatic. I don't think this will be the end, though. Say what you want about this place, but it'll be a long time before Korak's men break through. The apothecarius said I might even be able to help if I rest for just a few more hours. Just be careful, all right? And find the Numinos.
So the City of 1,000 Floods. That's an interesting name for a capital. It seems to me. Like, I know there's good flooding, right? I mean, like, the Nile type stuff thing, right? You count that as good flooding? Grandmaster's rooms. You know, I don't think I've actually been into the Grandmaster's rooms yet. It's not bad. Quite spacious, really. Those candles must be annoying to maintain, though. Hey, buddy. Hey, pal.
Yes. Prophet. You know, I know Natara better than you might believe. And I know the reason for her untouchable demeanor. Fear. She's afraid of losing something important to her. Something that she helped to create. And that is the Order. You probably do not know this, but unlike most keepers, Natara was not born of the Sublime Path. Even more than us, she had to fight for her place here. And through immense willpower and discipline, she made it. Not only to become an ordinary keeper, but into the highest league. Correct. It is all she has ever lived for, and she's afraid that change will destroy it. Your admission into our ranks, our truce with Narazul's mages. She believes that my imprisonment made me into a fool whose only intent is to get his will. She does not realize that all that has happened burdens me as much as it burdens her. And that I would give a lot for her support, rather than this ridiculous bickering. That's none of your concern, but I presume you have your assumptions.
I presume many things.
Everybody needs
half of them wrong.
Them up from time to time. You know, as humans, we are not so different from animals as some try to make us believe. We are like wolves, and every pack needs a leader. Someone in front who is not afraid to make the hard calls. And this is who I am. I did not ask for it, but I will not fail. If my resolve weakens, the others will lose their courage, and I cannot let that happen. But that does not mean that I regret any of the decisions I have made. None of them.
Alright, well, that's, you know what? I've really liked Taylor consistently in terms of his characterization and his little speeches and everything. Solid. Definitely a solid character. Okay, you should know. What happens if I drink that dream flower elixir? You know what? We don't need to ask. We can just use the power of saving. I'm gonna drink it. Oh, permanently added to spellbook. Okay. Oh. There we go. Fortify health, dream flower elixir. So let's go by source. There we go. So it gave me 5 entropy and psionics. Not bad. Man and health by 25. You know what? I'm very cool with that. Plus 8 entropy. Entropic goodness. I'm not even sure what I would spend more of my crafting points on. Either enchanting or alchemy, I suppose. I could buy 28 tomes of enchanting. And let's do that. What time is it in game? Alright, well we need to... Nope. I need to go to my bed. Buy some enchanting books, because I got nothing else to do with my knowledge. Yeah, just gotta wait for the Starling map to be completed. Guess there's people I could go and kill still. The missing hearts, right. Yeah, I need more Butchers of Ark.
Walk blessed.
Actually, I was looking back on the bit in the Starling floating library, whatever you want to call it, the floating city, and definitely one of those instances where it's like, oh, if these guys had access to a wider array of assets, right? They really could have given that... Like, they did really good with what they had, I felt. In terms of the graphics. And the look of the place. But they... Oh, if they'd had access to... Whee! Oh, there's not much more in Enderal left. Oh. If I go do the... that's okay. I don't need to do every little itsy bitsy bit in this game. I don't think. I'm okay with that.
Well, there comes a point, and you just have to live with it.
An outlander? An outlander? What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be...
I should be somewhere else. That is not the place I want to be. Not within Gaboffs.
You're a foreigner, aren't you?
There we are.
An outlander?
Are you following me?
My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
So I have 22 in enchantment. So I need 3. Gives me up to 25. Yeah. There we go. Got my enchanting up to 33 points now. If I were to do this again... Oh, that's an interesting question. You know, I admit, I'm really curious about that whole werewolf thing. I feel like that could be a lot of fun. Oh, I guess we're still waiting. You know what, then let's go kill... I got a bit of time. Let's kill Sixhoof. Here we are. So I want to go to the Myrad Tower to the Dark Valley.
Yes.
Because I think doing the werewolf thing would be interestingly different enough to make it worthwhile. I don't know that I'd ever want to go like hardcore mage as a route.
Yes.
Or like an archer.
Sure. Where to?
But werewolf. That could be fun. And I haven't even killed the dragons yet. Alright, so it's over that way. And to get there best, I will want to take... I'm going to cut this way. Oh. You guys are small and tiny. Ooh, there's stuff that'll happen that'll change my perspective. See, that's always one of those interesting things, right? Like a well done. I mean, there's definitely elements of mystery in this, right? But a well done game in that respect, right, will, when you come back to it for a second playthrough, and you see it all with your future knowledge, you're like, oh, you can realize how clever it was being by putting all these things out in front of you all the time. I fought enough of you guys in space. Leave me alone. Sheesh. They didn't make me diseased, did they? No. Oh. You know what? Fine. Have giant tumor monster. That's what you get. When you anger me, you get the tumor monster. Alright. Well, then I guess I gotta go up around a little more. Chasing a deer, do do doodle do. And that guy dealt with. That guy dealt with. I'm just gonna go this way now. Alright, well. He died. I admit. Kind of expected him to take more than 2 swipes of my sword. But it is what it is, right? back to Ark. Yeah, when the combat music first started playing and there's like a rabbit there. Well, to be fair, there's a game called I believe it's a PS3 game. PlayStation, I think it's PlayStation 3, called Dragon's Crown. It's like a 2D, a semi 2D, you know, kind of in the vein of Golden Axe. Anyhow, one of the paths can lead you to a boss fight. And it's got lots of classic, you know, monsters for bosses. You know, a beholder. I think it's got a chimera, a dragon, some griffins, harpies. Amongst its many enemies, if you go down this forest path, you can encounter a rabbit. And that rabbit will wreck you. It will wreck you.
And fresh from the Red Sea.
Gargantua. Did I kill Fire Spark? I'm pretty sure.
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
Walk. Sure. Take a look.
No, wait, what do I need? Nope. Ah! I didn't mean to phase into another reality. Pay no mind about what I just did, miss.
Greetings. Do you need... Sure. Take a look.
It's just what happens sometimes. You're talking to somebody, you know. They phase into another dimension in front of your very eyes. It happens. You live with it. There we go. And the only thing that concerns me about the end game bit that you mentioned. So I am at 59 points of entropy. To use that super spell, I need to get to 90 points. That's 31 points. That'll put me into... I'm going to be in my low 60s for level. I'm about to hit the next level, 56. But I don't know if I will be able to get 6 levels.
Huh? Can I help you?
Any interesting quests to do? Instead of killing monsters? These were... I remember fighting the Steel Warden and how he punted me into the sky. Duneville. Kill the sister. I don't have all the lost fragments yet. Don't have any of the hearts. Oh. So yeah, in theory I could do it, but I just have to keep wandering the countryside aimlessly, waiting for them to respawn and respawn and respawn, so I can kill them over and over and over again. That is a shame. Oh well. I guess we will just nap.
Walk blessed.
You know what?
Yes?
It gives me something else to think about if I were to do a second playthrough.
An outlander? What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be...
Well, I could be a werewolf that summons a giant, horrible monster. The deadly were summoner. They decoded. Sleep. There we go. To the Emporium.
Walk blessed.
An outlander? What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you...
Emporium. And the Sun Temple. Am I thinking about a different spot? No, here we are. Let's drop another save. Ooh, I like your gleamy fancy sword there, Kalia. It's particularly gleamy today.
Satira, it's good to see you. So, are you ready? The Grandmaster said by tonight Sharim should have deciphered the old maps.
Oh yeah, no. This is apparently we're heading into the end game. Oh. Before I start this, Kate, since you probably have a better idea than I do, how much time does this take? Because I don't have unlimited time to play through this all tonight. And if it's like, if it's a 2-hour chunk or so, I could do it on its own dedicated episode. If it's going to be like 4 hours of gameplay, I'll break it up a bit. Yeah, let me know how long this this end stuff, if I start here, will do. These are the important questions that will decide so many things. Takes a while. Alright, well, you know what? We'll go through it, and if I have to put it off for another time, that's just how it's gonna go.
Alright then, let's wait until nightfall. Go on ahead, I'll follow.
This is madness, all of it.
Different legs to it. Alright, fair enough.
Prophet, there's good news. We were able to decipher the Starling's maps, and we now know where to find the City of 1,000 Floods. Sharon was just about to explain. Sharon?
Yes. I suppose you already know that Vin hasn't always been like it is now. In the time of the Pyreans, it was one big continent, which they called Pangora. Only the Starfall in the
I believe it's pronounced Pangea.
In other words, the Pyreans dominated the entire world as it was back then. It was a world empire. However, until recently, we always thought that the empire's capital, the City of 1,000 Floods, was situated somewhere near where Kira is today. We were wrong about that. It was here, in Enderal.
Dun dun dun!
Here?
Here, beneath our feet.
Ooh!
To be precise.
Interesting.
Yes.
We don't know whether it was a coincidence that Malfa's vassals set the foundation of Ark here, out of all the places they could have. But they did. The heart of the Pyrean Empire was here, right where we stand. Only it's buried now. Hardly.
Under Ark?
Yes. However, it doesn't matter now. What matters is we now know where the last cleansing took place, and that it's somewhere we can reach.
Mm-hmm.
True, but there might be another way. Do you know the myth of the Black Guardian? The Endralians believe that there is some kind of demon deep down below the surface, and that you can even hear him scream if you just listen carefully. Rubbish, of course, but I think that these screams are the sound of wind. And if there's wind...
There are tunnels. So are you suggesting that the Undercity's cavern reaches that deep? Into the City of Floods?
Into what is left of it. All we need to do is find an entrance point.
Alright.
Then we leave without further delay.
That kind of explains, actually,
leading an army down there, so the four of us will go alone. Prophet, speak to the
some aspects of the Undercity, definitely.
to give you the word of the dead and the container for the Numinas. We will need both. He's at the beacon.
Shouldn't we at least think this through before we go?
Ready your equipment. We'll meet at the gate to the Undercity.
Alright. Man of decisive action. Ah, the hum. The ominous hum of power.
Oh, never mind. How can I help you? He was. I have to admit that it's a great honor to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, I'm famous.
You know, when all this started, when the Grand Master exalted you, I thought it was a sin. Granting an Outlander what we have to fight so hard for. But now... Phew! I think Malphas, or whoever sent you, that he did. We owe you a lot. Really.
I'll do what I want because I can.
Oh, don't thank me. Say, may I ask you something?
Yes.
The beacon. Do you really think it'll work? I mean, I'm just a novice, but if it can really banish the High Ones, how come the Pyreans couldn't save themselves? I just don't understand.
Yeah, it'll work. Trust me.
If you say so. You know, I lost someone not too long ago. It was the Naramis, under the command of that butcher Korik. My family has a small farm near the coast. And when the first of the Neremese ships landed, I immediately rode to them to get them into the city. Into safety.
Oh, I have a bad idea where this is going.
I'm sorry. This isn't easy. Our farm. It's on a small cliff near the farmer's coast. Just a few miles from Ark. I already had a bad feeling when I set out. And then I saw the smoke. And then there was that smell. And the smell of burnt meat. It was everywhere.
But was the meat crispy? I think is what we all need to be asking.
Faster, and then when I got to the house, I saw that it was on fire, and that someone had put up 3 crosses, and they were burning too. My mother, my father, and my sister, they were still alive, you know? And I just stood there, and there was nothing I could do. Do you understand? Nothing. And it doesn't matter how I try to look at it. It all amounts to one thing. I was too weak. I was too late, and I was too weak. That wouldn't have happened to you, would it? You would have done something. You would have saved them.
Maybe
just as you'll save us.
maybe I shouldn't tell her about my origin story about getting to Enderal.
Just be more like you, then
This is not. I don't like where this is going.
Yes, that's it. All I need is a piece of your flesh, and nothing like that will ever happen again.
That's no. Stay where you are.
But why? Is that so hard to understand? I don't want much, just a small piece of it. But you just don't want to share, isn't that it? You want it all for yourself, because you're vain. And in all your damn vanity, you don't see the futility of the whole thing.
You got the brain madness.
The beacon won't burn. It never will. Thousands have tried it before you. Thousands who are as arrogant as you are. And they all failed.
How did they say? Just let yourself fall.
Because the light will burn you. It will devour you. Until there's nothing left of you. Nothing but burnt flesh.
Nice and crisp. You're familiar
Hey, wait a minute.
aren't you? Prophet.
Oh.
We need to stop them.
Ow! What I need is a goon. Go, goon! And go, potion! And go, ambrosia! Alright, that's you dead. That's you dead. Alright.
By the name of the sun. They were possessed. How is that possible? I thought the sigil stone protects us. Oh, of course. Wait.
You check that. I'm gonna loot. Staff of massive fireballs, eh? Alright. I should eat a cake too, just to be safe. Some bread. Crunchy pleasures achievement unlocked.
Nothing we shouldn't be able to repair. But wait, what is that noise?
I don't like this.
Oh, by the righteous path. I think you should see this.
What am I looking at? I see smoke. Is the city burning?
What in blazes happened here? And what is that noise?
Ah.
They're in the city. Their entire army.
What? No. This is impossible. This is impossible! And this? What's the meaning of this bloodbath?
I don't know, Grandmaster. The High Ones somehow were able to possess the Keepers here. They tried to destroy the beacon and kill the Prodigy.
What? But the stone,
Grandmaster, you have to see this.
Things are not going well.
That the Narimes are in the city? I know that already.
No, we know how they did it. The true Chessa betrayed us.
Ah!
Nonsense.
It's the truth. She and almost a third of the Keepers followed Bartar's example. Come, you should hear it for yourself.
Oh no. This is not good.
The temple gates be closed right away and positioned archers on the battlements. At least for now, none of these Narimes bastards will enter the temple.
Well done.
Well, you know what? This is leading towards a strong climax. I gotta say that much. Hi, Kalia.
There, she survived it. Open your eyes, traitor.
What? Hi, Grandmaster. I am so sorry. It shouldn't have happened like that. Oh, my Malthus. What have I done?
Tell us what happened.
Of course, Grandmaster. I will. The Trichessa. She contacted Korak and asked for...
Relax. She's bleeding to death, Grandmaster. We need to get her into the curarium.
We will, once we're done. Continue. The Trichessa arranged a meeting with Korak. What did she want from him?
A truce. She offered
Of course.
if he would promise not to harm anyone.
Then she's not a smart person.
This stone, you know.
Okay.
This sigil
Okay.
stone protects us keepers from the High Ones. Korak, he agreed. But once the gates were open, he
killed everyone.
Yes, the Trichessa. He just, even though she kept her end of the bargain.
Of course, of
he
course.
stormed into the city and, oh, my Malphas, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Take her to the Curarium.
Yes, yes, of course, Grandmaster. Lirum, Yetta, bring me a stretcher.
Wait. You have to forgive me. I mean, we only wanted the best. You have to believe me. Please don't let me die as a pathless. Please.
I forgive you. Now go.
Aww.
Yes. Yes, of course, Grandmaster.
Well, well, well. Well. Quite the moment.
What are your orders, Grandmaster? We aren't many, but if we use cunning, we might be able to drive them back out of...
We will not. We are no more than 6 up here, and the Narimes are thousands. And both our black powder and our boiling oil are in the barracks.
Then it's over. We've lost.
What? No, nothing is over. They can't be that far into the city yet. We only have to drive them out of the gates and then...
And how exactly are you planning to do that? By loading the cannons with sugar mint and shooting balls of herbs at the Narimes? Great idea, really.
You sodding.
Quiet! Marajil and Sharim are right, Commander. Ark is lost. but our war against the High Ones...
Yeah, we can still stop the High Ones.
...still stands, and it will continue to do so as long as we hold the temple. We've lost the battle, yes, but not the war. All we need is the Numenors, and then the beacon will be lit.
And what then? I don't think Korek will withdraw once we've destroyed his vision of this ascent.
Correct, he won't. Which is why we will surrender.
What?
It is the only way. As I said to the Chichester...
Yeah, I mean...
This war is about more than just us. If we choose to give up now, or if we choose to fight and die down there, Korek will destroy the beacon either way, and let the cleansing happen. We will prevent that at all costs. Which is why we will find the Numenors, light the beacon, and then surrender.
Yeah.
But Korek will kill us all.
Doesn't matter at that point.
Yes, he will. We will die, but there is no alternative. Korek isn't man enough to participate in the battle himself. So even if we were to break out and fight, all we would do is kill his delusional soldiers. And their deaths would be as pointless as this entire war. Once the High Ones are vanquished, we've done our duty.
Yeah.
That's it.
But no! We are warriors, and true warriors fight. You've said that.
True warriors ask questions. Like the question, when does a battle for ideals become nothing more than a battle for vanity? Those soldiers down there, Commander, they are nothing more than butchers. But we are more than that. But I will not stop you. As soon as the beacon is lit, you're free to flee. But for now, you will hold this place at all costs while we search for the Numenors. Archmagister, do you have the word of the dead?
I do, yes. How do you plan to get into the Undercity from here? The entire city is swarming with Korex's soldiers.
Leave that to me. Commander Aaron, gather the remaining keepers and arcanists. I will address them.
The Prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the shards of this sigil stone. I didn't think I would ever say this, but thank you.
No problem. But yeah, no, it makes sense to me, right? Even if we can't live, what we're doing here is just trying to save all the lives across the planet. So, you know, if we can at least stop the High Ones, still mission accomplished. Even if we all have to die to achieve it.
You all know
there
what
we
has
are.
happened. We were betrayed by our own brothers and sisters. As we speak, people are dying, slaughtered by the Nerimes, who think we are their enemy. And I know what you are feeling right now. Anger. Anger aimed at those in our ranks who did this to us. But you're wrong. Despite their deed, they wanted to protect us, to fulfill their holy duty. And the same applies to Korek and his soldiers. Yes, they are deluded. Yes, they have committed crimes past redemption, but they, too, only did what they thought was right. If there is someone to blame in all this, it's the High Ones, and no one else. They, brothers and sisters, they are the ones responsible. They have no mind, no compassion, no soul, and their only reason for existing is to destroy. They are cowards who act out of the shadows and play us against each other like puppets on strings. And right now, they think they have won. They think they can defeat us. But they will fail, because we are still here. We have the beacon, the only thing capable of stopping all this madness, and that is exactly what we're going to do. After that, you are free to go. Flee, fight, do whatever you think is best. I myself will surrender, because every drop of blood spilled after we have done our duty and destroyed the High Ones is useless. And even if the Narimes kill me, my death will be a sign. A sign that people like Koarik will never understand.
It's a good speech.
Hatred breeds hatred. This is what history has taught us. And this is what makes the High Ones strong. Stand by me when the time comes, or go. But until then, fight.
Were there supposed to be more people here? Apparently, in Gates' game, her game glitched, and there was 2 people. 2 Kalias listening to his speech. Mine was he just gave a speech to a crowd that wasn't there. Oh no, here comes the crowd. About time you guys showed up. He was giving a speech, guys.
Follow me. We will talk in the Emporium.
I mean, the game's not perfect, but you know, it's solid. I've deeply enjoyed it. The writing has been excellent. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he was not supposed to have an empty speech where he said nothing.
Prophet?
Or sorry, not an empty. He was not supposed to do a speech to nobody. Nope. Okay. Gotta go up. Gotta go up. Nope. Crowd's in the wrong place. Yeah, that's what it seemed to be. That's what it seemed to be. Okay. You know what? I didn't mind his personal speech just to me and Kalia.
And there she goes. 4,000 years this city has stood. And now she is aflame. It is a tragedy. There is another way. I suppose you already know that the Order was never proud of the fact that something like the Undercity exists. And due to your dealings with the Relata, you also know that we, the Order, had an informal agreement with them. They rule the underground and we rule the surface. In reality, however, this is only half the truth. We never handed over the reins entirely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was an entrance to the Sun Temple from in here.
Plan B, in case things get out of control and the Undercity's inhabitants revolt, like they did once during the Blood Moon riots.
Probably. I will make it short. There's a set of tunnels throughout the King's Mountain on which this temple was built, and they lead all the way down into the Undercity. They were built to release poison gas into the entire cave system.
It would have been an option. With the gates to the surface barred, no one would have survived. Down and back up again, yes. The Narimes do not know about these tunnels, and when they find out, it will be too late. We descend, we find the Numenors in the City of Floods, and we light the beacon. After that, you know what I will do. There is a way into the tunnels through the dungeons of this temple. Meet me and Sharim there once you're ready to depart.
Okay.
And
okay.
Bring your beloved with you.
My beloved.
Prepare yourself. We will meet in the dungeon.
I guess I have to make a choice here. Uh-oh. The game crashed! Game, come back to me. Come back to me, game. Alright. You know that was far back?
there she goes. 4,000 years. This
Okay, that's not so bad.
There is, I suppose you're due to your. There is a probably. I will make it short. It would have been an option down. After that, there is a way, and prepare yourself. We will meet in the dungeon.
All right then. Completed for the greater good. There we are. Well, at this point in the game, I will take a little more health. It's Callie in the Sun Temple. You did tell me that the pipes had a purpose, and it would be a terrible, horrifying purpose. And you were right. Because it is weird to think, right? Because, of course, like, you look around like this, and then here you're like, oh, yeah, okay, you know, it's your fancy setting. But then you forget, oh, yeah, no, they've got magic, and then they've also got, apparently, mustard gas to poison people to death with.
This is madness, all of it.
I can't believe Sigil Berabatar betrayed us, not him.
Kalia!
Saira. No, and so unnecessary. Rampaging through the streets, slaughtering innocents, yet they still think they're doing the right thing. Sad, isn't it? Anyway, no point in worrying about it now, I guess. What did he say? How is he planning to get us down into the Undercity? So a system designed for genocide turns out to be our path to salvation. If fate has anything, it is a sense of humor.
A very dark sense of humor.
Anyway, there is one thing I wanted to ask you before we set out. If things happen as Aranthiel thinks they will you surrender to Cora?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Kalia, we can escape into the sunset on a Myrad.
Yes, especially with all that. I'm glad you see it that way. Let's wait and see what happens. Maybe there will be a way to flee through the tunnels once we've lit the beacon. There has to be. I'll go meet up with Sharim and the Grandmaster. I'll see you there.
Malphas's blessings.
What's my supply on potions? I'm good on potions. I don't think I have any diseases. Good on food. I guess I don't need all this crap then. Still rats.
Poison gas tunnels. If there's one thing the Holy Order has always been, it's creative. Respect for that, I reveal.
They're here. One moment.
Interesting. If I may ask, Grandmaster, how does that work?
It's a sigil, and it can only be opened by one bearing the Grandmaster's sword. Follow me.
It's Spooky Boys! Oops.
What a waste of time.
I like the idea that there's all this secret layer stuff going on under the temple. It's very suiting, given what we've learned about these guys over the years. Well, I haven't played that long, but over time. Ooh, new book.
So, this tunnel system, how many exit points does it have? I assume that a single exit to the Undercity wouldn't have sufficed to poison it all by itself, would it?
No. There are a total of 8 exits, and we will be using the one that leads into the Crow District. According to Maragil, we should be able to find a suitable entrance point into the old depths from there.
I like this. This is a fun. It's a good way to do the ending. I've got good good energy for how. Oh. We'll just eat a cake. Oh, some bread. It's an appropriately doomtastically grim moment.
Enemies, get ready.
That's a pretty good group, though. Not exactly a big threat to us. Pipe of Death. Spooky ghosts. Spooky ghosts.
You will not stop us. Never. What a waste of time.
There we go. Yeah. Oh. Good endgame tension. Oh, we can hear the sounds of violence.
Here we are. Lead the way. You know this area better than we do.
You know what? We're going to take our break here. Had to make it a kind of a shorter episode today, but we're in the final arc. I'm looking forward to that. I'm thinking, yeah. So I think we. This is a horror game, I've been told. So maybe nobody gets to live. But I would like it if we could escape with Kalia on the back of a Myrad while the High Ones burn. That would be nice. But we'll have to wait and see. Thank you all for watching, of course. Hopefully next week I can finish this off. It's been I've had a lot of fun with this. Like I said, never played Skyrim. I don't know how much this story holds up to what Skyrim has, but if it's anything close, it would have to be good. They've done a very excellent job with this game. Otherwise, I will wish you all a good evening.